Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Daniel Rahimi. Today, me with my partner SITI DALILI KAMILA will be presented about TALC model, which is Tourism Area Life Cycle in KL Bird Park. First thing, I would like to talk about the history of KL Bird Park. Did you know Kuala Lumpur Bird Park was first planned in 1987 as a part of an effort to create a unique ecotourism attraction in Kuala Lumpur? It officially opened on 15 November 1991, making it 35 years old today. The park covers approximately 20.9 acres and is known as one of the biggest free flight walk-in aviaries in the world, allowing birds to fly freely in a natural environment. Today, is it home to more than 3,000 birds from around 200 species, including local Malaysian birds and exotic species from other countries. Besides being a popular tourist attraction, the park also supports bird conservation and environmental education. So for the next slide, which is tourism development. These developments have improved the visitor experience, making the attraction suitable for families, students, and international tourists. It is now both an ecotourism and educational destination. So the listed that KL Bird Park has done, which is first, is promoting ecotourism. Kuala Lumpur Bird Park promotes ecotourism through its free flight aviary concept, where birds live and fly freely in a natural rainforest-like environment. This helps visitors experience nature more closely while increasing awareness about wildlife conservation. Secondly, which is economic contribution. The park supports the economy by attracting local and international tourists, increasing tourism revenue and supporting transport services like buses, taxis, and Grab. It also creates jobs and supports activities such as guided tours and educational programs. For the next slide, which is visitor statistic. Kuala Lumpur Bird Park receives an average of 200 visitors annually, making it one of Malaysia's key ecotourism attractions. Based on the graph, visitor numbers are not constant throughout the year. The park experiences clear peak seasons in June and December, when attendance increases significantly. These peaks are linked to Malaysian school holidays and the year-end travel season, when families and students have more free time to travel. As a result, the bird park becomes a popular destination for family trips, educational visits, and tourism activities during this period. For the next slide, I will pass to my partners, Siti Dalil Kamila.
For my part, I'm gonna talk about tourism policy at KL Bird Park, which consists of 4 policy. The first one is strategic partnership policy. KL Bird Park have a partnership collaboration with organizations like Watsons and MySavvy app, and also local authorized tour operator like Klook and TripAdvisor, which make it easier for visitors to buy a ticket at their platform. The second policy is conservation and wildlife protection policy. Grabbing, catching, or feeding the birds are prohibited. This policy is under the law from Pahilitan. This is to make sure that the birds are feel safe and not being threatened. Next one is implemented weather policy. This policy being stated as the park are outdoor and semi-covered nettings. Visitors are reminded to bring their own raincoats and umbrella. Lastly is My Card discount policy. Malaysian citizens must present their My Card at the counter to be eligible for discounted local rates. If not, they are going to be charged as international entrance fee. Moving on, let's look at relevant socio-economics of Kuala Lumpur Bird Parks for educational and family value. KL Bird Park give opportunities to learn about bird species, wildlife conservation, and environmental awareness while enjoying interactive and nature-based activities. Moreover, the green urban space, which contributes to Kuala Lumpur's urban green environment, and recreational space for social leisure and healthier urban lifestyle. People can socialize and talk and hang out while enjoying the natures. Hence, the employment opportunities, which contributes to income generation and support indirect employment for nearby businesses, as KL Bird Park are becoming a tourist spot. Now, for environmental factors, habitat simulation is provides to recreate a semi-natural habitats that allow birds to fly and live freely in a controlled environment. Then, sustainable awareness are being implemented to promote understanding of the importance of protecting birds and natural habitats. This is to allow visitors to learn about it. Also, the urban green space act as a large landscape green area within Kuala Lumpur to picture is not all urban without green area. Hence, it's to support the city's environment. Let's talk about richest bachelor tourism area life cycle at KL Bird Parks. You can see that the charts are over here. KL Bird Parks are currently at the stagnation stage. Why the KL Bird Parks at the stagnation stage? First is located within the major tourism cluster around Perdana Botanical Garden and nearby attractions where there are a lot of tourism activities that going on. When we did some research, we found out that some of the online reviews mentioned about the maintenance and animal welfare concerns and the visitors' experience feel less innovative compared to the newer immersive attractions. I can say that we totally agree because when we visited the Kuala Lumpur Bird Park, the technology that being implemented are not enough. There are no QR codes to informations and the old informations board are all faded. This led to the reasons why. It's because some attraction is already mature and long established with aging facilities and maintenance concerns. But with all that, we found out that there are still a lot of visitors that want to pay and visit the world's largest free flight walk-in aviary. So we come up with solutions and recommendations for rejuvenate KL Bird Parks. For rejuvenation recommendations, the first one is night safari or glow aviary. Maybe the management can extend the operating hours to make visitors more exciting. Then, the smart technology facilities. Digital information screens, mobile app navigations, and QR code educational systems can help to improve visitors to become more attractive to visits. Hence, upgraded aviary and habitat designs can help in terms of improving landscaping, walking area, and water features. Lastly, animal welfare improvement with a regular health monitoring and disease prevention systems to keep the bird in a good health and safe habitat. Infrastructure development are crucial in maintaining and developing KL bird parks. Management needs to eye on improvement of visitor facilities such as restroom, sitting areas, and prayer rooms. When we visited Kuala Lumpur bird parks, some of the zone or area are closed for upgrading work, and we can see that there are expansions of food and beverage outlets and souvenir shop for better tourist service. In terms of safety precautions, there are safety infrastructure such as railings, nets, and security monitoring systems. Lastly, there are a lot of installations of signage, information boards, and digital guides for easier navigations and learning. Lastly, I'm gonna touch on facilities. There are hornbills, restaurants, and cafe. It's a prominent dining spot where you can eat on a veranda overlooking at the park. It is famous for its dining in the treetop fields. As we asked the workers, and the workers mentions that the hornbills and other birds often visit by the nearby trees while the visitors are enjoying their foods. And moving on, they have a prayer room for Muslim visitors, where it's located in the entrance KL Bird Parks. And the prayer room is provided for men and women. Lastly, the food kiosk. I can say that I really enjoy this stop because in the heat and hot weather, I can stop and enjoy an ice cream while looking at the flamingo ponds.
Thank you, Dalili. For the next slide is local community response. Local community response to Kuala Lumpur Bird Park are generally mixed with both positive and negative feedback. On the positive side, many locals feel a strong sense of pride that Kuala Lumpur has a world-class ecotourism attraction. The park is also widely supported for its role in animal conservation, helping to protect and showcase bird species. In addition, it is seen as a family-friendly and educational destination, especially for school visits and learning about nature. However, there are also some negative concerns. Some community members question animal welfare conditions, wanting clearer standards and better care for the birds. Others express expectations for improvements, especially in terms of park management. This includes concerns about maintenance quality and limited modernization, suggesting that the park could be upgraded to meet current tourism standards. Overall, the community views the bird park positively but still hopes for continuous improvement. Next, which is tourism-related activities. Firstly is free-flying bird feeding. One of the most popular activities is lorry feeding in the world of parrots, where visitors can buy a cup of nectar for about 2 ringgit. This allows them to feed lorikeets that fly freely around the park. Secondly is bird show. The park also features a daily bird show performed by the production team at the semi-open air amphitheater. Thirdly is education center. In addition, the park has an education center where visitors can learn more about bird biology, species information, and egg incubation processes. So for the last slide is environmental consideration. Firstly, the park uses a natural habitat design where birds are allowed to fly freely in large zones. The environment is built to resemble a real rainforest ecosystem, which helps reduce stress and encourages natural behavior such as flying, nesting, and breeding. Secondly, the park supports bird conservation and breeding programs, especially for endangered species like hornbills and storks. Lastly, the park features eco-friendly landscaping, including tropical plants, shaded forest areas, and water features like waterfalls and lagoons. This natural design reduces the need for artificial habitats and creates a more sustainable environment overall. So that's all from us. See you guys in the next video. Bye.